Hi friends and welcome back to the Life of Beard YouTube channel. And we have more Beardkopia, episode 7. We left it off just here, just getting some of the work done in Bleak Beach. We'd met Trubbish, Meowth, Makahita. And yeah, I've done a little bit of clearing up, not too much. It probably doesn't look much different on camera. But yeah, we're getting there. We're going to talk to Meowth. We're going to hopefully meet one or two more Pokemon in this episode. And possibly go back to Withered Wasteland and do a few bits. Because there's a few bits I do want to do there and want to show you. But first, again, trying to foreshadow, but we'll see. I forget. The good thing I like starting again is I forgot what's happened at the start. So it's nice to get going again. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Sure. Okay, you want 2. I definitely got 1. But he wants 2, not 1, but 2. So let's get enough of those. Lovely. That'll be nice and easy. And I think once we've done this, things can like start progressing a little bit. As I said, if you sort of follow the way of the game, it will sort of reward you. So it does hold your hand quite a bit. Obviously it's easy to get lost. Go on little tangents. Really brighten up my shack right up. You can do anything. It really does look quite nice. There's something so calming about a bit of light for other Pokemon too. Pokemon all have different individual quirks, you know. So I'm sure there are some that prefer the dark. But this place was so dark, even Meowth found it too gloomy. If you keep adding more lights into this area, I'm sure it will please other Pokemon too. And I suspect humans are the same in that regard. Makahita, do you mind? We're trying to have a conversation here. Oh, the professor's right there, but you know, it's sort of a bit crowded in here. They have no sense of personal space. Pokemon will be active for more hours in a day if the brightness of the home is to their liking. Which is very good. Very nice. Look at all that mud. Okay, this is what we wanted. My home is way brighter thanks to you, and I'm really happy about that. But it's also shed some light on a brand new problem. Look at this. It's all this nasty mud. My shack's surrounded by it. Yuck. There's no way I can clean up this mess with my claws, and I don't know what else to do. Well, there is a solution to that problem, but I've got no clue where to start. I used to live somewhere like this, though. So, this will get us Piplup. And he should spawn over here, which I was waiting for last episode, but it didn't happen as quickly as I thought it was going to. But never mind. No, so now we got that. That's a big help. Let's go look for some more traces of Pokemon. We did a couple in the break. So we got Parasect there. Let's get... No. Can you like... There we go. More bad gaming, everyone. Oh, look. I wonder who's come over here this quickly. Again, going back to sort of how quickly the game sort of progresses and holds your hand. So you sort of follow the main story and do things in order. It does happen quite quick. Exploring is great, but you can sort of like get sidetracked and it can take a bit longer. That's why I'm sort of kind of plowing through this, and then we can sort of add to the environment later, because that only does unlock stuff, and you know, it's better to do this sort of thing because like this area helps us a lot more, like helping getting the Pokemon rather than helping them making the environment a bit better. Lead the way to mud. So we need this. So let's go. So our boy, he does a little bubble gun. And that bubbles up all the little mud, at which we can then wash away. Exactly. So if you sort of look at the areas, this goes for whether you're using fire and people are using like furnaces. If you look at it, they will they will go after that sort of target. It targets it nice and easy. So as you can see, if you sort of look away, doesn't always work very well, so it's better if you sort of look at it. It says this Bleak Beach does an absolutely amazing job as a look away, but you know, no one saw that. It's fine. And like in this area, if you do the mud, it's only really an area you really need it. You get some resources which are pretty good. I believe in you. I believe in you, Bleak Beach. So we get sea glass fragments, we get shells, and I think we get rubbish. Look at this. Cleaning machine. We've got another habitat there. It's not where I wanted, but that's fine. That is fine. I'm not going to be too finicky about Pokemon. We can move them a bit later. I just like them spread out a little bit. I don't like them all sort of together. I like them a bit spread out. Right, so let's talk to Meow. Is he happy now? Meow? So much nice and clean now. You're the best. You helped out too, right? Piplup, thanks a bunch. You're working. I like cleaning. It was so fun. It's like the area's got a ton of gross mud all over the place. Let me know if you ever need to get rid of mud again. I'll help wash it all away. Yeah, I bet you two can make a quick work of it. Or maybe you'll find some cool stuff hiding under all those piles of muddy goop. If you want me to do some like voices for the characters, let me know as well. I was going to, but I've not really got to it. So we'll save some of the cleaning for the next, for sort of off stream. So let's look at the situation over here. Time to get chatty. So the professor wants to chat again. Okay, let's see what's what. I'm happy to see more Pokemon. More Pokemon have come back to live in this place too. I worked really hard. I actually did, but didn't. But we're going to for positivity and for the video. So I did. At this point, I want to see some houses. If you build some nice houses for Pokemon to live in, this place ought to feel even more like it did when humans were still around. Can do. So start by building a house for Pokemon to live in. I'm looking forward to it. So this is where it gets a bit. So house building, this is something I was going to touch on anyway, so we can sort of do this now, which we're sort of working towards. Hopefully we can get one built this episode, we'll see. You get a lot of prefab buildings, which is like great, but I feel that they can be a bit cumbersome and kind of look a bit out of place, and I prefer to build the houses myself because I feel they look a little bit better. So we're going to see if we can build a house. Might be a bit wonky, but it'll be definitely a house of some sort. Well, let's see what we got. We don't have a lot of materials. Let's check what we can make. Stone tiling might be quite nice. Wood pillars, we could make wood house. That would be quite nice, I guess, in this area. Wood pillar upper, lower, crisscross flooring, simple square tiling. Maybe that'd be quite nice. Hay bales. Let's see what I've got in here. Tiles. We can't use those tiles because we don't have bricks and we don't have that access to that just yet. Shop. So this is where obviously you can get your prefabs. Maybe we'll do a leaf cottage. I do kind of like a leaf cottage. Don't know if that works with the aesthetic though. Obviously they have different aesthetics. Obviously, like the sand dens. You know, I'm not a massive fan of the sand dens, to be fair. I like the leaf dens; they're pretty cool, and the leaf cottage is pretty dope. Maybe we'll go with leaf cottage. Like that's one of the few prefabs that I do actually quite like. We did say about a log recipe, didn't it? So let's see if there's a log recipe. What have I got? So I could make some logs. That might be kind of cool. No, because they're quite thick. That's my big issue. Like I was saying about the game being quite big and blocky. Like I don't sort of like it. Like this is what the logs look like. Not really my style. Like if you build a house, not too bad. The prefabs are sort of a bit big and all over the shop. So, like, let's see. Can't remember who comes out. Is it Spinneract? Oh no, we got Plormy this time. I swear it was Spinneract last time. It's a stranger, Plormy. At times, I like just got him show him your special move. Take your special move and stop wiggling at me. So we got a little Plormy. That's nice. Very cute. Okay, needs more colour. What do you need, Meowth? Any chance you can have one last thing? I guess so. Buy nice smelling flowers outside. What do you call those fancy... Oh, can we get brick from here? Oh yeah, we can, because we've got squishy... We've got squishy clay, haven't we? And we can get the planter recipe now, and then we need a friend to make it. What's handy, because we know where he spawns. Again, going back to the sort of following the story naturally, if you've talked to your Pokemon, you'll notice this all here ready for you, which we're going to move because I kind of want to put him somewhere else. I could knock this down and repurpose this. I don't like the washroom, so we could maybe repurpose it as like Torchic's little house, because he likes the area to be drier, which is actually very handy. Although there is materials that we could use for building my house, but needs must. Okay, this might work. We'll see. Peplup, I need you, buddy. Just want you to tell me to clean this little bit of mud right here, and then I'll leave you alone to go sleep. Lovely. Your services are no longer required, my friend. I appreciate. No, I don't want to smack you in the face. That's not handy. There we go. And then we'll put Torchic in here. So we need the birdhouse. Go dead center. We need the tab. Le tab goes in there, and he needs a plate, which can go there, and he needs food on it, which goes there like that. Lovely. The chirp chirp meal habitat, very appropriate. So yeah, I didn't think we would get bricks and stuff, but we can actually get bricks and stuff now, which I completely forgot about. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll steal this. So this is a, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Community box. I was going to say a work box, but community box. And if you put stuff in it, people will... Piplup, you're sort of like getting... What happened there? People... I say people. I mean Pokemon. They are people, I suppose. They will... If you put ingredients in it, they will like fire it for clay, instant, or lumber as I don't know if I had one for Cypher in the other place. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Nice little feature. So they have the burn. So they can light candles, they can light fires, they can light obviously furnaces and stuff. So let's get a community box. Maybe like here, and then yes, I know we want to put squishy clay in. Torchic, we need your help. Yeah, okay, we'll talk to you. Forgetting my own rule already. I want to make a planter. I can make bricks with squishy clay. I just baked the clay with a fire. Whoosh, I'm really good at that. I'll make you some time anytime you bring me squishy clay. So we've already got squishy clay. Oh, maybe. Is it working? I say that, and you're supposed to work, and you didn't do it, Torchic. Maybe because I've got to actually give it to him first, because again, preempting my own genius. Yeah, there we go. So, did that. Okay, bye-bye. I want more. Just wait a little more. Okay, cool. There we go. So off he goes. So if you put the stuff in the box, then it'll make the things. But until then, we are off. Come on, give me water. Don't think that's how it works, Piplup. But we'll have a look into it for you anyway. Trying to get the shower to work right. Right now, it's not giving me any water. I'm afraid that's not a shower. Oh, really? It's called a street light. Humans made those to light up the town. No way, I was really looking forward to splashing around a bit. Say Beard. Why don't you try making a shower of Pokemon who like spending time in water? I'd wager you're up for it. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? We do everything else around here. So we have got some iron ore. But go around smashing up machines, they might explode. Not to mention humans would probably be none too pleased whenever they come back. I think they're much better carefully. I think it would be much better to carefully gather up some small bits of iron ore from non-burnable garbage. Oh, really? That sounds so much work. I wonder if someone can help us out. Not to mention it, I know a Pokemon called Trubbish who looks just like garbage themselves. Trubbish, I told you, MVP of this game. Like, without this, we can't progress the story. So, we've already done that. Again, we preempted it a little bit, but Trubbish was my favourite and is my favourite, so, you know, sue me. Sniff, sniff. Any garbage around here? Do you need something? I want some iron ore. Out of non-burnable garbage? You mean like that super hard stuff? Yo, I can totally do that, no problem. If you bring me non-burnable garbage, I can sort out the iron ore for you. Just let me eat the leftover non-burnable garbage in the return, and that's the deal. And you've got yourself a deal. If I have refinetation, so I don't need that weird iron ore stuff. For now, just bring me one bunch of non-burnable garbage, yo. Already got some? Could I have a bunch? Yes, you can, Trubbish. You can have as much as you want. Although not too much, because we actually need the garbage for something later on. I can't remember what it is. This is some premium garbage, yo. Gotta take my time and really savour the flavour. Uh-oh, sorry, Munch Munch. Might take a little while. I'll have the iron ore for you soon. Come back and I'll check on me in a little bit. So Trubbish goes to work. Again, the box works the same. So, happy days. We got the brick. Lovely. Okay, let's go to the box. Okay, box. Workbench. Let's get a planter. I don't know how many planters you want. We can make 2, so we'll get 2 for now. I haven't utilised planters nearly enough in my main playthrough, so we are gonna do that a bit more in this one. So I do want to build up his house a bit, so we'll put a planter. Maybe put. Where's Meowth house come out? It comes out to here, so we have got space. Maybe we'll put it here. Yes. Yes, it is ready. It's going to be great if we wait to see those flowers bloom. Okay, cool. Did I actually sort of put that in the wrong area? Because it kind of wants to be in his house area. You know what? Let's put it here. And then we did these seeds? No. So we can put these. We pick these up, and they go right in there. So done. You are welcome, Yalf. So again, it's easier with rock tiller to pick up some flowers and put them in there instead of waiting for them to grow. Obviously, you can use the growing technique. Trubbish, sorry for the wait, you. Or some garbage. There we go. Thank you for the iron ore. Anyway, it's not very tasty, yo. Awesome. Cool. Da-dum. So, got a recipe for a shower. Yeah, we can do that. You savour it as much as you like, Rubbish. So, we can now build a shower for a Piplup. So this is a toy, and it's also handy for what's the word? Making like hot springs later on. Right, I'm trying to talk to you, bro. But we can already have somewhere nice. Okay, so Piplup is this side. So there's the wooden bits there. Can we see if this works? So it has to be on an area. So like a flat surface like that. And it does work. Yeah, okay, cool. That looks a bit better. We can change that if needs be, but that'll do nicely for now. Where's run away, mate? I've built. Yeah, don't run away. Hey, come here. Stop it. And now I'm stuck on the bench. Get off the bench. Get off the bench. Okay, yeah, let's go. Can I talk to you? Yeah, there we go. Finally, got there in the end, friends. Bloody hell. Awesome. So things are starting to come together quite nicely. We've got Torchic's house. Okay, you're following me, Piplup. I thought you were going to go look at your shower. There we go. So over here we've got Trubbish's little... I like building like a workbench area for him, like a little scrapyard. So we're gonna what we'll do is what I'll probably do off stream. I'll probably knock this sort of down and make a little bit better area for Trubbish, so it's not too much. How's your comfort level? Want some food? Okay, yeah, we can do that. We've got a tab. We've got a little tab. I like putting stuff like this in, so like it looks like he's collected all this stuff. Can I place something on there, please? Oh yeah, because I've there we go. I like it so like having loads of stuff, so it's like a junkyard. I think that looks pretty cool. What the thing you wanted? I want you to talk. There we go. So we're trying to get the levels up. So that's that done. What do we need to do? Build a house. Okay. Can we get a house built in this episode? We may have to just build like a small house. I said I wasn't going to do that. Having said that, we do have some pre-built houses over here, pretty much, which makes life a lot easier. So maybe we'll use this for now, and then like I can either relocate it and move it somewhere else off stream, and then bring it back over here. So these are like right at the start, and it's very good just to get things up and running. Do we have a door? We don't. So basically for a house you need 4 walls and a door. Then about a roof. I don't think you need the roof. I could be wrong. But you can do it. I think it has to be 4x4 minimum. And then it sort of goes up from there. Have we got a door recipe? I don't even think we've got a door recipe, you know, which is really, really unfortunate. That is really... I know we've got this door, which might be just enough now. Because we are just literally getting this sort of... We want this to become a house, and then that'll be the mission done. Ideally, we want a double door in there, but you know, again, needs must. Beach sand and more beach sand, and then we'll put the door in. There we go. So I might, like I said, off camera, relocate this down here further, but for now this will do. How many houses do you want? Build houses, Pokemon living in it. I believe the place will feel more like it did back then. When we're humans still out, I know you can do it. Oh, and don't forget to put furniture in those houses. I did forget, actually. I did actually forget. So we've got a bed, we've got a table, we've got a store. We want to try and get a few more Pokemon to move. I don't know if the habitats count as houses at this stage. We don't have too much we can do, but that's fine. You know what I can do to get these houses looking a bit better. I can go over here. So this level is pretty big. Like I said, if you look, there's lots and lots of stuff and things, which is easier to make. I think it's a bit of either really, so we'll get this bridge. And I sort of like hinted, like, and said about like stealing stuff from other places. Again, it can be good because it gets you the bits you need. But then also, it sort of takes some other areas which could be used quite effectively. But in this case, oh, I've only just unlocked my main one. That's cool. So let's plain chair, happy days. We are going to take these though, and then I'm going to take this plaster, because I always struggle with what to build on this area of the island, so we'll come back to that afterwards. Just want to get some plaster for the houses on the other side, so at least I'm not using sand and it doesn't look totally out of place. Cool. What have we got here? How to open a shop. Place a register where you wish to do business and power it with electricity. Prepare a table to place your wares on. Recruit staff for the store. Very good. We'll come to that again another time. There's lots of stuff around here. You might have seen a Pokemon there. We'll come to that. Like I said, there's plenty of stuff to do. We'll steal that because we need that for a project. What was this? Oh, the Pikachu fan. Yes, we'll keep that there. That's not a problem at all. And okay, we're gonna have to use sand over here, but that's fine. Well, again, I'll do this sort of off camera, sort of go around and make the bridges and stuff look a little bit nicer and make it easier for us to sort of get around. These are going to be helpful as well. Request. Is you still want a house? Okay, yeah, cool. Have we got more Pokemon wanting to come in? Who have we got here? We've got Pawmi, we've got Makita. We'll see. We could get Gloom on the Beach. What? We got the bench habitat. We've got that one, which is Paras and Parasect. What is the bench with? If we could get a Volt Orb over here, maybe. Don't think we've actually got it yet. I was going to use the bench here with the 2 bushes each end, but I've not fully got a plan for that area yet. So let's double check, see what's going down over here. What's happening? What is occurring? We haven't actually got 4 bits of grass, so we'll put that in there. So we've got another habitat. Not really ideal where I want it to be, but again, we can sort of move Pokemon around a bit more later on. We just want to sort of get them in and get them sort of like settled. Let's go see what people want as well. You want food. Okay, how's your comfort level? You want food. Trubbish. Oh, sorry, mate, you're sleeping. I don't like interrupting when they're sleeping. That is a tasty treat. Well, we can give you another one of those. My priority is Trubbish's happiness over everyone else's. What was I doing? Picnic basket. We got enough to make a picnic basket. We don't, because we need some vine ropes, which is not over here, which is not good. Yo, is someone there? I think someone is there. Actually, no. This won't help. But I do like Spinneract, because he's cool. The cute little spider. And these will... They will drop you twine, which is very, very good, very nice. Let's go over here. Also, you may have heard a big noise above us. That looks like it was Lugia. They have Lugia and Ho-Oh, and they can drop feathers, which you can trade in later in the game. But we'll get to that later. So, I want to break those down. Break the walls down. I don't think this is going to be the right plaster, you know, but I think it will look betterer than... I think it will look betterer than if I can actually... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, got it in the end. Oh yeah, that is the right plaster. It will look better than the sand anyway. Oh, we're a little bit hungry. Which, there we go, carrot. Carrots are the best. They always fully recover your HP. So I always try and have as many carrots on me as possible. Obviously, not a requirement. Clear up all this. And we've got another trace of Pokemon here. Which is... Slowbro. And then we have Pikachu. Plushie doll. Pikachu doll. Which we will come to. I was hoping to get to this episode, but it might not be till next episode or the episode after. But that is another thing that we'll look into next time. I'm just making sure these houses just get built at the moment, and I can fill in the doors and stuff properly later. Okay, now we've got another house, and then what I want to do is hopefully we'll have enough. We do. Make a Ditto flag, and I think we've got enough furniture. Find out right now. So this is going to be my house, at least for the time being. We will move this house over, I think, in a moment. I might do that off stream. or maybe next time. We'll see. I just want to get stuff in here for now. So we've got a chest of drawers, we've got a bed. Will a light do? Or actually, we could probably put a stool in. Actually, I'll put a stool in. Or actually, no, we'll put a little table because we've got a couple of those. A little table and a stool. Cool. And then at the front, we will plant our flag to say this is my house if it goes on. There we go. So that gives us a spawn point. So because we've got a house in Withered Wastelands, we can actually go back there nice and easy. That actually brings us quite... So let's go talk to the professor, see what they need, and then I'll show you the fast travel. I know, I believe Pokemon's comfort will improve greatly if they're living in houses. I look forward to seeing what you make next. Done. Does that get the level up to 3? Can't remember if it does. I thought that might do. Like, it does go up pretty easy, like, if you follow the mission. I think you need, like, level 4 for it to get to sort of unlock new places. Right, so, like I said, if you go to return home, we can now go to the Withered Wasteland. So if we go over here, which we'll do a bit over there in the next episode, actually, we'll probably do that then. But now we can fast travel. So if we're in Withered Wasteland, we can now fast travel and it will wake us up at that house we've just built, which is actually very handy going between different areas. You don't have to run it or walk it. So having that fast travel option quite early on is a good thing to have. So it's well worth building your house, even if it's just a prefab one. But if you've got time, maybe make your own, which would be pretty cool. Like I said, this is a prefab one. I just got it down so that we can actually get stuff done. We may change this again offline. Maybe that's another thing we can do in this area. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode, I think. A little bit longer one than usual, but we got plenty of stuff done. We got a nice little thing done on the story. So in the next episode, hopefully I'll show you a couple of extra bits on this side. Maybe we'll get some electricity up and running, or maybe I'll get it sort of like in place and plan it out so we know what we're doing and we don't waste time. And I'll show you the dolls as well if I can get that sorted. But yeah, thank you for joining me, friends. I hope you're enjoying the content. I'll try and get these out a bit more regular. Please like, comment, follow and subscribe and all that jazz. And I will see you in the next one. Hope you have a good rest of your day, friends. Peace and love, everyone. Bye now. Bye.